Hey everyone, it's the Beard Xeno. Today we're going to take a look at the NECA 6 to 7 inch figure display stands, and for some reason it's making the contrast on the camera go woo. So you get a pack of 10. They're little clear stands that come in this little nice packet right here, and yeah, as you can see, I've already taken a few out, and whoa, I guess the rest just want to come on out. We'll take one out for now, put the other two back in here. As you can see, there's two missing from this because there's 5 in each stack. I have them on figures that I am going to review, so I'm not going to show you those figures. But go ahead and try and angle this down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So this is the actual stand. You see, it's very, very clear, and there's dirt on the bottom of that somewhere. And it's really nice size, really big. It will accommodate most stances for most figures. It sucks that there's only one peg, but looking at some of these older figures, that some of them only have one peg, so that's kind of weird. It says NECA made in China, really clear, really durable, and there we go. So, okay. This will accommodate most figures in the 7 to 8 inch range, and there's a few here that we're going to try, like the Mattel Movie Masterpiece Joker. Put that on. I don't think it's going to fit. Let's try. Nope. Movie Masterpiece figures do not, Movie Masters figures, I can't remember what these called. Movie Master and Movie Masterpiece, I don't know. Hot Toys has the same kind of shit. I don't care. Don't really collect these, but this figure is awesome, so, I had to get this back in the day. Doesn't fit on the stand, unfortunately. You go over there on that box, and here is the, I want to say, DC Direct Rorschach figure from the movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, he should fit just fine. Yep, just fine. There we go. Yay! Rorschach, yeah, look at that. Woo! It looks really, really cool. I'm going to take him off. And here is Wolverine from X2 with some really fucked up claws that look like Kirsten Dunst's teeth. And, it kinda fits. Get some really good stance. It stays on there good enough. So, it'll work for these guys. Okay, well, I guess you just gotta twist it off the right way. This isn't a Marvel Legend. This is just a movie figure in the 6 inch range made by Hasbro, so yeah. Speaking of Kirsten Dunst, here is a figure that you always see Chartis Prime looking at the skirt of. It's from the first Spider-Man movie. It's a loose fit, but it works. Help stand, because otherwise it doesn't work. Without the stand, with the stand, bam, works. So, if you have this figure, if you're looking for a good way to stand, well, there you go. Next up is the oh god, this guy doesn't have foot pegs. I should have looked at that before this happened. Okay, screw caretaker. Next up is the Movie Maniacs Dr. Evil from McFarlane, and yeah, you get barely any articulation on this guy, but still a very nice little figure, and it works. It works very well for these guys, but thankfully for this guy, you don't really need it. So, I've realized this whole video has been out of focus. Hopefully not too bad. Yeah, it's really nice, really, really nice. And just to go ahead and clue you in on the next review that we're doing here, I'm going to put it on one of NECA's figures, one of the new ones I just got. RoboCop. So yeah, wow, this guy's taller than everybody else. Wow, I guess that's what that extra inch actually does. Damn. So yeah, this is really, really nice. I think these are a really good deal, especially if you have a lot of figures that just want to take shelf dives. Oh, just go ahead and fly out in my face. Okay, there we go. And by the way, RoboCop. You have a lot of figures that like to take shelf dives, and you're worried about them breaking, especially with them being NECA figures and more delicate, then I highly suggest that you pick these up. I mean, you don't need them for every figure, of course. Like, even RoboCop right here doesn't need it. But, you know, it helps with that added stability to have, you know, the hole filled in with a little pivot point anchoring them down. So, if you have something like a Freddy Krueger, or, you know, where it's just that one stance, you can't really finagle it on, like you saw on my 8-bit Freddy, I'm going to put one of those on 8-bit Freddy because, well, quite honestly, he kind of needs it in case there's any kind of you know, earthquake, or somebody trips and falls in front of the shelf, you know, shakes it, anything like that. Anytime the shelf makes a little itty bitty hair trigger movement, it's going to tumble. So if you have any figures that are like that, definitely suggest these, because yeah, you can get these at toysrus.com for about $9 for a pack of 10. However, you can order them straight from NECA for $30 for $50. So I'd go that route if you could. Definitely, if I ever need any more, I'm going to go that route, you know, straight from NECA, because, well, I just wanted to test these out and see how these actually worked. And they work really well, so I say go for it. I highly recommend them, especially if you're a big collector of 6-inch figures, if you're a collector of, you know, NECA figures. So, yeah, you need to be wary, though, they don't really work with Marvel Legends, from what I've heard. I don't own any Marvel Legends, so I don't really know, but from what I've heard, these do not work with Marvel Legends. So, keep that in mind. Other than that, that's going to be it for now, and see you in the next video, which is going to be RoboCop.